Wow, Shannon, what an amazing, amazing effort. Outstanding athlete. Just insane. What an incredible role model for young women. The fact that she's taken out 2 of the strongest boys in this competition.
Very impressive.
That means a lot coming from you.
No, it does. It means, oh my God.
That looked tough.
That was not easy. And I'm hurting, and I'm sure Moses is hurting too. That was physically one of the hardest things that I've done.
I'm fast becoming the most hated player in this game. You know, you go and upset everyone because I've eliminated their favourite player. You know, I've upset Shannon because I put her up for an elimination. So here I am on the outer.
I have to say Moses is one of the most amazing people I've met. You know, and I've met a lot of people in my life. I have never met anyone that is so talented, and he's really nice.
It feels like there's a big hole, doesn't it? You
oh
know,
my
like
God,
there's a big presence missing.
Right now, I have no idea where Sam's head is at. I don't think what Sam is doing by knocking out just the strongest players is very smart without aligning himself at least with some clues, because eventually some of those strongest players will end up in the final 3 and they'll have clues, and he'll be there without them.
We are here fighting for our charities, and once again you two proved that you're the best players in the game. The clues, that's the weakness for me right now. The chance of me winning this game, it's going to take a miracle, an absolute miracle. But you know what? Sometimes miracles come true. Anyone? Anyone?
So guys, we've got something special for dinner. Shane and I are going to go over there and start making it now, right? So just hang fire. Baked beans.
2 cans.
Let's go, 2 cans. 2 cans between 5 people. Yeah.
Beans, beans, good for your heart. Beans, beans will make you well, you know. And after last night's gourmet dinner, it seems beans meant a lot more than that for Sam.
This morning I had an incident. My belly was really, really crook and I collapsed coming back from the dunny to my bed. I didn't even wipe my bum. I was so done. I think I must have been dehydrated or lacking salts or I don't know what it was. But yeah, I hit the deck and everyone had to help me out and they called the medic and stuff.
Bean jokes aside, it was a serious incident that caused some concern in the camp.
Hey, Sammy boy, how you feeling after last night, bud? All good?
All good, mate. Went back to the medics and had some water and some electrolytes and stuff and everything's mellowed out, so...
Took a tumble.
Yeah, I took a tumble.
I was lying in bed and I hear this.
And then you hear a...
Guys, I need some help here, quick!
And then Sam's just on the ground looking horrible.
I thought it was either food poisoning or, like, look how many mosquito bites I've got down that arm. Like, look at that.
You got them on your head and everything,
I got them everywhere, eh?
I thought he had dengue fever. I thought, oh crap, this could be it. This is bad. This is really, really bad.
I didn't even left the toilet, eh? I was just left in all sorts of a hurry.
Yeah, it's all right, it's all clean.
Thanks, guys.
Right.
Thank you guys for looking after me.
When anyone goes down like that, number one, we're worried about them, number one. And then number two, we're thinking, well, you know, the way he was, I was actually blown away they actually came back. How do you reckon you're going to go today?
Still pretty determined to go well, so I'll just give it heaps, you know?
I'm not running beside you just in case you spew on me.
I thought you were gone out of the comp.
I think a lot of people will be hoping that he'd be out for the count because that means one less player. Man, you start smelling your bed.
It's bad, eh?
Your bed needs fumigating, mate.
Are you okay?
You don't need it. Should we wait until we're finished, Becky, to talk about the smelly Sam?
While some compassion has been shown for Sam's health, when it comes to the game, that's a totally different beanstalk to climb.
This is going to make it really tricky for Sam because I know that Muckle will not share anything with him.
Shannon's correct. Barbs is not feeling the love for Sam this morning either because of yesterday's multiple immunity wheeling and dealings.
I didn't know that Sam was going to play all 4 of us. It wasn't until afterwards we all got together and he said, oh, he did it with me and he did it with me. I went, hang on a minute. Sam showed his colours. I just think it's time for some of us to show our colours as well.
100K for their chosen charity might be the ultimate goal, but right now it's time to concentrate on a very significant charity challenge. Get in here, you lot! Atamari! Well, guys, sad to say, this is the last charity challenge of the series.
What? So Bree mentions that it's the last charity challenge, and Sam, Gary and Athena have not won. So a massive part of me wants them to win.
But like always, another 5K will be up for grabs for one of your worthy causes. And today's game is called Celebrity Sandcastles 2019. That's right, guys, we're building sandcastles.
I can't say I'm good at sandcastles.
You guys will each be able to pick a theme, and around that theme, you'll have 20 minutes to build a sandcastle.
I'll give it my best shot, as I always do.
We have a bunch of stuff here, decorations that you guys can use to create your structures, but also a story. And I will be judging the Celebrity Sandcastles 2019. At the halfway point, we're going to release a bunch of snakes. All right, let's find out your theme.
Dinosaurs!
Love it.
God.
Sheep.
Mermaids.
Love it, Sammy.
Giggity.
Racing cars.
Monsters.
Marine animals. Fantastic. Can't wait.
Let's start building. Go! They're away. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Everyone grabbing as much stuff as they can. Gary's already away. Do you know a lot about sheep, Barb?
Yeah, I was actually born in Year of the Goat, and my name is Barbara.
Sammy Wallace.
How are you, buddy?
I see you've kind of drawn out like a stencil.
Yeah, what does that look like to you?
Looks like a mermaid's tail to me,
It
mate.
does, indeed it does.
You're putting
sorry,
sand
no.
on my sandcastle, Gary.
Sorry.
Oh, Gary, you broke my sandcastle, Gary.
I'll cut my tail off for you.
Gary, are you sabotaging Shannon's
Well, I've
sandcastle,
got
are
to do
you?
something to win.
Oh, a few people battling with that tide. Shannon building a moat for hers. Is there anything she can't do? 10 minutes remain in the annual Celebrity Sandcastle Building Competition. Release the snakes! The 6 remaining celebrities are each channeling their inner child, attempting to take out the island's most prestigious sandcastle competition ever and take home $5,000 in the final charity challenge. Release the snakes! I'm just kidding. Maybe next season. Gary just looked up to make sure. 1 minute to go! In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's all over! Stop building!
Oh, what's... That's friggin' good.
That's good.
Step away from the sandcastles! I can't. I did say before we got started, I do like to hear the story behind the structure. Let's start with you, Barbs.
I've done a storyboard about New Zealand. So first of all, I did an Aotearoa, and then I did as many sheep as I could, and then you shave the sheep, and you use that to build one of our strongest export products, merino jerseys.
Let's go to you, Gary.
Really, everyone knows I'm scared of the water, but the one thing I'm really scared of is those big sharks. So I chuck some teeth in there. Honestly, I don't know what it is.
I like it, I like it. Athena, talk me through your structure.
It is all about Instagram. Instagram.
Clearly it's a convertible.
I can sit down like this and be like, and then I can drive. Look, oh, it moves. The steering wheel actually works.
You could sell ice to an Eskimo,
And
mate.
shampoo to a bald man.
You sold it to me.
Ooh, you got some sass going, girl.
I love it. Shannon, talk me through your sandcastle.
This is Sirius. She's called Sirius. She's collecting straws, bottle caps, and taking them to her little cave and making a nice pile of all the waste that we find in the ocean. And now she'll be available for public speaking roles and all that kind of stuff to make sure that we look after our environment.
Very topical. All right, Shane, give me your spiel.
Well, he started as Freddy Krueger. Yeah, he started as Freddy Krueger, and then he was the scissor man with the scissors on the end with the thing, and then he mated with a sheep. He mated with a sheep, and then he started growing horns out of the side of his head. Then it all went wrong after that.
Sam?
Welcome to 2019, Brie, where men can be mermaids as well.
A merman.
A merman, that's exactly what I am. And you know what, when I set out on this endeavour of putting myself into the merman, I thought the biggest risk was going to be the tide, but as soon as I put these shells on and this hair on, the biggest risk turned out to be Gary cuddling up. So, you know, it's risk and reward, and I'm hoping I've won some money for my charity.
Well, guys, this has probably been the hardest moment for me in this competition, but I take my sandcastle judging very seriously. And if there's two things I love, it's innovation and men with their tops off. So I've got to give it to you, Sammy!
Thank you so much, Brie.
For the merman!
I mean, I've been battling through these the charity challenges. I haven't won a dime for Starship Hospital yet. So to win $5,000 for them makes this whole trip worthwhile. My little nephew, Bo, Starship Hospital saved his life with 2 heart surgeries when he was just a wee little lad. Some kids go into there and they spend so much time at Starship, and if some of that money can be used to brighten up their day and make it a happier, warmer place, then that's money well spent.
I am really excited to tell you guys that we have given away $70,000
Awesome stuff.
on the series so far. And to some really diverse charities, which I love, and all charities that need the money and are worthy causes. So you guys should give yourself another round. You guys can head back to your hawpany and get ready for the individual face-off. It's going to be a ripper.
Give us a lift.
Oh, it's your knees. It was your knees. I thought it was your knees.
Get out of here, you lot.
I still didn't get anything from my charity, but hoping to still bring awareness to Diabetes NZ.
I'm sorry, big buddies. I didn't actually win you anything. So a little bit disappointed from the wizard. But you know what, I gave it a good crack. But now it's a case of, well, we'll see how far we go. And you never know your luck. You might get the $100,000.
Sam may have won the charity challenge fins down, but an individual face-off is a whole different kettle of fish physically. Shannon, for one, is not writing her frenemy off.
He was so crook last night. And, you know, by 10 a.m, 11 a.m, he's half buried in sand with a mermaid tail on.
To help everyone limber up for the individual face-off challenge, Shannon has called a group yoga session again.
I like to start my yoga just by literally shimmying my body around. I love it when people who are not comfortable with yoga do a bit of stretching. Just stretching up.
What happens if I've got one arm that only goes as far as that and the other one goes like
Just
this?
do this. Gary's hilarious, he's trying. Oh, but he's hurting.
I can't move my arm.
And Sam's not giggling.
Other way. That way. Go that way.
Sam is one of the players that we'd like to put on the chopping block. I just can't trust him. He flips and flops, and he's a nice guy, but he's playing a game. Shannon had a terrible time over in Kahu camp, you know, with those boys. I find it quite unbelievable that she's actually survived this long and stayed so strong with what she was up against.
Can anyone touch their toes here?
Yoga on the beach. That was a funny one. Because Shannon originally suggested yoga on the beach.
And look up,
And then
and stick your bum up to the ear like a cat.
Then Barb's is like,
See if you can just stick one leg back into a lunge.
she really jumped onto her queen bee thing, didn't she?
Sam, can you straighten your back leg?
She wasn't really going to let Shannon lead the way.
This is like a cat, you can go into here.
Barb's is at an interesting point in the game. There's a central structure, and it's based around that original loyalty. She has been a magnificent leader, but at some point, that run is going to come to an end.
Well, it's time to exchange that relaxation for determination and get those game faces on.
Sam knows he needs to win and it's always possible that he's going to pull it together because he's very fit.
Winning these face-offs, it's just everything. It's one thing having immunity, it's another thing getting to direct who's up against each other.
Kia ora, guys.
Matty,
G'day.
6 of you left in this game, which means we're starting to get close to the end. These individual face-offs have been so fiercely contested, and I reckon today's face-off is also going to be a cracker. But before we rip into that, Sammy, I heard you might be a little crook. How badly do you want it today?
It's quite obvious that I need to win to survive, so I'll do everything I can. I'll fight.
But I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Barbs,
Matt,
the only person still standing yet to face an elimination battle. Does that put a target on your back?
can you see it?
Looks pretty big to me, Barbs.
Yeah, I'm ready.
For today's challenge, I'll start by reading you a clue which alludes to an eliminated player in the game. You'll then race out into the jungle and find the correct item representing that player. You'll then head back to the beach here, run around that flag and that buoy before heading up the slippery slope. If you have the wrong item, you need to head back into the jungle to get the right one. In the end, the last player over the line in each round is knocked out. We'll carry on like that until there's just one of you standing, the winner, who will get an early look at tonight's elimination battle, then get to pick 2 people to face off in that battle.
I think today's reward is something that probably all of you need the most right now. The winner will receive a 10-minute phone call to the person you need to talk to the most. And that could be the difference to get you to the end of this game, guys.
Sammy, little tear in your eye, mate. It's the wee fella, isn't it?
He's 6 months old. I'd really like to know he's okay. Just make sure my partner's okay looking after him on her own.
Sam's had a rough morning. His back is against the wall, and when you talk about his family, for sure he's gonna be emotional about it.
Sammy, I'm sure your partner and the wee fella are doing okay, mate.
No news.
I know this is worth fighting for. We'll take a moment to line up, then we'll tear into it.
I know that Shannon definitely wants to put Sam up for an elimination. Shannon and Sam will be hungry to win today for sure.
Right, just 6 left in the game. An individual face-off. Round 1. This battle drove him up the wall. Find the 3 items which never reached their target. Timata!
The answer's Zach Guilford and the 3 red balls.
Athena, the first out into the drink. She's got to get round that boy. Sammy, he's in the game. Then it's the whiz, Shane.
Shane Cameron's in!
You need to get around that boy with the correct item. Shane, you need to keep going. That's not the right item. Sammy, how many you got? Get on one of those tiles. Athena, how many you got? The whiz, how many you got? You're all good. Here's Barb's now, followed by Shannon. Barb's is good. Shannon's good. Shane is out of the game.
Oh, well, that's the only reason we did this game was to oil Shane Cameron up, and now he's out. Bloody hell.
Round 2. 5 players left, just 4 spots up for grabs. Here's your clue. A princess atop a tower. Or was it 4? Find the tallest point of this player's last game. Timata, go! Sammy's out first, followed by Barbs. You don't need to be first, you just don't want to be last. Here's Sammy now with that dive. Only 2 in the game so far. Have they got the right item?
like a real weird Iron Man / Baywatch kind of scene.
Sammy's good. First again. Here's Barbs. She's good. The Wiz going around that boy, followed by Shannon. Where's Athena?
Yeah, I know what I'm looking for. It's just not around.
The Wiz is hustling. He's good. Here's Shannon. That fourth and final spot. Athena is gone.
Athena, I think she might be doing number 1s or 2s in the jungle. That's where she was.
Right, round 3. Features as fine as a feline. Find the item that couldn't get high enough for this player's final battle. Timata, go! Shannon out in front. Here's Shannon and the Wiz, different coloured items. Here's Sammy now. Shannon's back. Shannon, you're good. The Wiz, that's not right. You need to go again. Here's Sammy. Barbs is going back. Sammy's good. Just one spot left. The Wiz and Barbs need to find that yellow cat and get on back. And it's the Wiz. He can take his sweet time.
As a cat being sucked up by a vacuum cleaner.
Barbs really needs to rattle her dags. The Wiz reckons he's got all that time up his sleeve. Here's Barbs now, she's in it. No, she's not. The Wiz knows all about a dummy. He used to throw a lot back in the 80s, of course.
That's the Hoff. It's the Hoff.
Is that the Hoff? Yes! Give it to us, the Wiz. The man still in shape. Look at that body. The Wiz still in the game. Barbs is gone. Round 4, still in the game. We've got the Wiz, Shannon and Sammy. That call home up for grabs. Muscle and balance were key for this tower. Find the item which tumbled on this player's last night. Timata, go! The Wiz getting out there first, then it's Sammy. Who's gonna find it first? Sammy again, he is looking sharp, followed by the Wiz.
Go, guys, go!
They're going around that flag. This one's neck and neck and neck. But is it? Someone's got a different colour. Sammy's getting there first, followed by the Wiz. Shannon's still in the game, but is she? 2 spots up for grabs. Sammy is hustling. He doesn't need to be first, but he's damn sure he is. Sammy's good. The Wiz is good. Shannon's got the wrong coloured tile and she knows it. She's out. All right, round 5, just 2 left in the game. Is Sammy going to go back to back, or is the Wiz going to win his first individual face-off?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Here is your clue. A steady hand would have found her safe passage. Find the item which couldn't carry her ball across the finish line. Timata, go! The Wiz getting there first. Sammy, not far away. Who's going to come out of that jungle first? Will they have the right item? Will it be the right colour? The Wiz is out first. What's he got though?
Sammy is nowhere to be seen.
Here's the Wiz. What's he got in his hand? Is it the right thing? Sammy's still in the jungle. The Wiz has made a snap decision. Is it the right one? What's he got? The Wiz has got a blue puck. He needs to go again. He is still in the game.
That's gotta hurt.
Here's Sammy now. He is flying. He is digging it in. He is fast. He looks like a triathlete, but has he got the right coloured item? Here's the Wiz. Is he empty-handed? Sammy with one yellow paddle. He wins again, and he loves it.
I picked the wrong thing. One off again.
That's huge for Sam Wallace.
Now he's sitting in the trump card again like he was yesterday, so who is he going to put up?
That's gonna make it very interesting.
Good challenge. The Wiz, hard lines. How disappointed are you?
Pretty disappointed because I was actually going pretty good in that game. But the last clue threw me a little bit, to be honest with you, mate. Yeah, I stuffed up. I got that little thing like that instead of the friggin' spoon. I've got the spoon a few times in my career. I should have known what it was.
Congratulations, Sammy. Later on today, you'll get a phone back at camp and you can make that phone call back to Brando and Sarah when you're ready.
Thanks, mate.
I'm actually getting a little bit teary myself, Sammy. Nothing like kids back home.
I think I'm just a bit tired and hungry, maybe.
Nothing wrong with a man crying, Sammy. I like to see it.
The best thing is that, you know, Bree offered that as an incentive, and that's what got me over the line. So my family made me win, and I think that's pretty cool.
After you've had that call, you'll join Bree and I just before tonight's elimination battle for your sneak peek of the whittle. 2 people will face, and to discuss who those 2 people are going to be. It's going to be really interesting.
Sam wins again. Shannon is definitely going up, and she's probably going up against someone very strong.
Everyone, back to your hawpenny.
With Sammy holding all the power yet again, the other celebs are left wondering how on earth did he go from stomach cramps to face-off champ in such a short space of time.
It's just very, I find it very strange. Very strange. Very strange how he can be so and then be like muscle man down the beach. It's just strange.
On Celebrity Treasure Island, Camp Kakariki are adjusting to post-face-off life where Sam Wallace, who appeared near death this morning, now single-handedly holds the power to put 2 people up for tonight's elimination. Again.
I've never seen a comeback quite like that. Like, how you were in that versus you curled up on the ground this morning.
Yeah. Mate, you did good, man.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. That's wild.
Or is it controversial? Dun, dun, dun. I'm a little suspicious. Like, he was really gutsy and even coming back to camp. But in saying that, being a mother, sometimes your children are all you need to motivate you to do that much better. So wouldn't be surprised if little Brando was on his mind and pushed him to go that much further.
While the comeback kid heads off to make his phone call, the others take a moment to think about what might have been.
Oh, my family know I'd love to give them a call and just see how they are. Are you brushing your teeth and saying your prayers? But at the same time, it's a bit of kryptonite because thinking forward to stay in the game, it could break you and make you want to go home that much more faster. Who would you have called?
He would have rung me.
No, I would have rang my girlfriend.
Oh.
I would have rang my daughter.
No.
So yeah, I'll ring my wife and just place a couple of bets.
Hey babe, how you going?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
How are you getting on? How's Brando?
Oh, mate, he's beautiful. He's practicing clapping and waving and yeah, he misses you too. I try and show videos and photos of you every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You guys are all good though, that's the main thing. That's all I kind of wanted to hear.
yeah, me too.
I have a chance of winning, but it's going to need a damn miracle. So I could be home relatively soon, or it could be a bit longer, depending on how I go.
Babe, you've got that though. That's why you train so hard.
Thanks, babe.
When you're living with a whole lot of other contestants that don't want you to win, it's just really nice to have a cheerleader on your side, so that spawned me on.
Love you lots, okay?
Okay, love you.
Love you. Give him a big cuddle and a kiss from me.
Okay, well.
Love you, babe. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, man. That's good. That's good. No, it's really good. It's just so nice to know they're okay. And I don't know, it might seem silly, but it's just, you know, when you've got a new baby and you're missing these little steps, it's just hard, you know? So, no, it's good to hear they're all okay and they'll be sweet for a little bit longer without me. She seemed in good spirits and the little man was just there, so, nah, it's all good. It's good.
Looks like everyone now should get your head in the game. Turn left.
So what do you think's going to happen now?
I think Shannon will be okay, and I think it'll be myself up against each other, or you, Athena, up against Barbara.
I'm ready to go up. I'm sick of the second round, actually. There's no part of me that says I'm going to go make another deal with Sam. I haven't had a go yet, so it would be me for sure. He'll go, only fair.
I've got to win, and when you've got the win, you have to try and use the power to your advantage because, you know, you're up here 1 second, then you're down here the next. So I decided to strike up a few deals.
And first on his hit list, Shane Cameron.
I think the balance of this game has changed.
Yeah.
I think people need to start forming new relationships. And I want you by my side. So I'm happy not to put you up tonight. If you win tomorrow, you won't put me up.
I don't know. Time will tell, but I don't really trust him as yet. He'll do anything to win this game.
And I won't tell anyone.
It is getting harder for me to keep my integrity intact. I don't go behind people's back or anything like that.
People are playing to win now, you know, for their charities and to stay on this island.
Of course.
Do you want that immunity?
So I have to tell you now.
Yeah.
Looks like Gary is Sam's second target.
Gary. Sorry to alarm you.
Oh, yeah, mate.
We're almost at that time where I have to leave, and I didn't want to not talk to you before I went.
Okay.
Do you want to do a deal of immunity?
Well, I've heard rumours that Gary isn't prepared to do a deal. I think he's a man of his word, and if he doesn't want to make a promise that he won't keep, he won't make the promise.
What's the deal?
If I don't put you up tonight, you win tomorrow, you don't put me up.
Oh, smooth, Sam.
All right. I'll give it one more crack and see how we go.
Cool, man.
I think I got him at the right time. He's gentle and soft after he's had a sleep.
Or maybe he just wanted the talking to stop. Next, Athena.
I want to offer you the chance for immunity.
And tonight,
Tonight.
in exchange for the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't go up tonight. I don't go up if you win tomorrow.
He said it himself. It's a game of survival, and I guess I just got to start thinking like that as well. Yeah.
Deal.
That makes me go to sleep a lot more easier.
Cool.
It's a competition.
Let's just keep it on the DL. Cool.
While Sam has been stalking others, Shannon has been looking for him. Because he's got the power for tonight's elimination battle. But I suspect Shannon is not one to be put up again without a fight.
We meet again on the beach.
You know you're going to be merman, Sam.
How are you? You
For a
all
while.
right?
I'm good. Shall we sit?
Yeah, sure.
So I know, based off of yesterday, that you're not playing a clues game yet. But I just want to know your plan, because obviously you want me out of the game because I am a threat. You know, when I go, so does my information.
Yeah, which is why I need you to win tonight.
Three back-to-back. We got to. If that's actually your strategy, 3 back-to-back is exhausting. And what am I on?
I know you're hurting. I know that 3 nights in a row sucks, but
Who are you going to put me up against then?
Well-
Someone that could win and knock me out?
yeah.
Sam could put me up against Barbs or Shane.
I have to go with the strongest players. It's the only way I know how to play the game.
It turns into a bit of an argument. Kind of felt like I was arguing with my sister.
I think that's really dangerous. Because if I go and it's because you're trying to knock me out, I'm not going to give you my clues, dude. I have 4 on paper. How are you going to get through that final day without any clues?
I don't know that yet. What I do know is that at some point, someone will be desperate enough to give me those
They're
clues.
not going to give you anything. I can tell you that right now. You're not getting anything from them.
Yeah, so
These 4, they'll go if I go tonight. They're not yours, and I'm giving them to old Mako.
you be me and find me a scenario that's better than the one I have. I am happy to listen.
You, me, one other person in the final.
But then I have to compete against you.
Oh, Sam.
She is so stubborn. She's such a great competitor. I can't get rid of her. This is one occasion where I'm gonna go look at the game. I'm gonna have to put my thinking cap on and nut it out.
Sammy,
Wallace.
She's a bit rugged down the road.
Oh, really?
Everyone's just realising it's coming down to the eliminations. They don't want to face these challenges, so they're doing everything in their power to avoid them.
And that makes you a very powerful man.
Yeah, it does. And it's not always nice to be in that position. But, you know, when you have the power, you have to use it in the way that suits your game. Because, you know, tomorrow, if I don't win the individual face-off, it'll be me on the challenge.
So you're banking on winning and winning and winning.
Every single player down there is either loyal to Marco or is Shannon, who have put up the last 2 nights.
Check out the challenge.
I reckon what you have to do there is hold this balancing pole here, and you start at the top of it where it's most stable, and you have to traverse the beam here with the ball on the top. And as time goes by, you have to move your hand further down the pick.
You told me he wasn't very smart.
Well, this is the first one he's got.
It is.
You're going for the jugular, mate, aren't you?
Well, what option do I have, mate? Because if it's not them, it's me.
Kia ora, guys.
Kia ora.
Welcome, guys, to another elimination battle. I think you're probably starting to get the drill. Whoever loses this will leave the island immediately. But before we dive into that, we need to know which 2 players Sam has selected to face off. Sammy, who are you putting up first?
She's led her team to success and happiness. Barbara Kendall, you're up tonight.
I'm ready. Thanks, Sam.
Sammy, who else are you putting up?
I feel really bad doing this. Yeah, Shannon, you're up tonight again. 3rd time, I'm sorry.
That's all good. We're here to play. And I'm excited to go up against Barbara.
So let's see what you're facing. For today's battle, you'll stand on a narrow beam while balancing a ball on a platform. When I say, you'll move down the beam to a narrower part of that beam. And you move your hand further down the pole, making it more difficult to balance the ball. If your ball drops, you are gone. The last person left standing is safe and, of course, receives the next clue. Every one of these you solve gets you 1 step closer to the treasure. Battlers, take your marks and we'll climb into it.
Sam's in trouble right now because he doesn't seem to care about what he should care about, and that's keeping his options open.
I can see where Shannon's coming from. You know, she's got all these clues and she's a powerful player in the game. But that's why my focus is to get her out of the game.
Shannon, I know you're getting well used to this, but can you please remind us about your charity?
I mean, I'm so honoured to be able to keep coming up here and talking about my charity. You know, it's a great opportunity. The New Zealand Blind Foundation Guide Dogs. These services are so important. So yeah, here we go again for the Blind Foundation Guide Dogs.
Barbs, can you please tell us about your charity?
My charity's Surf Life Saving New Zealand. These volunteers spend hours on the beach saving people's lives, so I'm really happy to be here representing them.
Again, 2 really important charities. You want to dig it in for those charities and yourselves. Please take your positions.
This is tough.
That's tough. I think I have to be ruthless. The best person to take down Shannon is Barbara Kendall.
Right, place your balls now. Barbs, you good? Shannon, you good?
I think so. Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1, hands off. This battle is on. The Olympian board sailor going head to head with the TV hosts. This is a do or die battle. Someone goes home tonight. Shannon with that ball almost touching her chin. Barbs, the ball a lot further down. A little bit of wind about. That won't be helping. Of course, Shannon's got the bruised feet from last night. We know how strong she is. We all know how much of a competitor Barbara Kendall is. No movement yet. Barb's that ball moving now. Can she recover? She's just woken up. The ball teetering. She is in trouble. She hangs in there. And she gets that ball back to the centre of her disc. That is a phenomenal recovery from Barbara Kendall. Almost gone. Brilliant recovery. Don't want to lose concentration, because it could cost you the game and $100,000 for your charity.
I'm done.
Barbs says she's done. We are done. Shannon wins again. Barb's called it on herself. Shannon can't believe it. Just like that.
Oh, I can't believe it. 3 in a row.
Barbs, you've won some money for your charity. You have been the camp mum, the morale officer. You really have been everything to Mako, apparently. We're all going to really miss you.
I've really enjoyed myself. I've really enjoyed how I played this game, you know, with integrity and principled and honesty, and set the tone and the culture within our camp straight away. And I think it really held the team together incredibly well. And the friends that I've met on both sides has been fantastic. I knew it was time, and I couldn't have lost to a more amazing lady. So good luck to everybody. Be nice. Sam.
Just playing the game, Barbs.
Interesting. Barbs, your time on Treasure Island is over.
No, I've loved it. Thank you.
Go and say your goodbyes to the crew and head on out.
You're like, man, she really is a spectacular human, so she is going to be a massive loss to old Mako. She's a huge loss to me.
See you, Barbie. Thanks for everything.
It was hard for me because Barb's has just been such a spirit and such a great light.
Just is what it is.
See you in the gym.
My role was to allow people to be authentic, so they could play the best possible game they could, being with integrity and honesty and dignity. And I tried very, very hard to go, okay, I want to win this money, I want to win this money. But it was just a different game for me from other people that are around me.
Shannon, congratulations. You are a battle beast, and you've earned yourself another clue. How are you feeling?
Oh man, you know, feels like with this the target gets bigger, but I feel like I'm getting stronger.
Sammy, Barbs had a little passing shot there.
Look, we're all here trying to achieve the same thing. I have no vendettas against anyone here. I'm fighting for my charity. You know, let's get on with the game and celebrate winners, because she's amazing.
Spot on.
Sam.
Go and take a seat. Thank you.
Seriously, thank you.
And Shannon's meteoric rise continues. But you know what? The pressure is now coming from everyone, because everyone knows how good she is. So all the other players are like, that's the player to beat.
Sammy, you're spot on. Shannon is one hell of a wahine toa. Guys, just 5 of you remain in this game. Every day you stay on Treasure Island brings you one step closer to victory and the buried treasure. Everyone, back to your hopini. Pomarie.
I've got a ridiculous amount of clues, but that doesn't make me safe. That doesn't mean I'm definitely getting to that final day. It means they definitely want me out of here.
Sunday on Celebrity Treasure Island. Finals week. And Fiji fever hits the remaining 5. But they're going to need more than muscles and moves to stay in this competition.
This morning on Treasure Island, let's have a little practice.
Okay.
So we've figured out Sam's weakness.
puzzle practice. It's basically like waking up to a poke in the eye of a sharp stick.
I can feel his brain hurting.
And as the power begins to shift,
This isn't an individual face-off.
If one of us win, we put them up.
Shifty Sam.
could disaster on the water
He has to go back into the drink.
change the game?
Is Shane out in front now?
As a new camp threat emerges.
We're about to give one player
I know I should be like, woo!
a massive leg up in this game.
This is unprecedented in Treasure Island.
Who will make the final three
Woo! Can you feel the power?
and face off in the most challenging treasure hunt to win the ultimate prize?
Team of time!